In today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 5 fears that can be set off by Halloween. Hi, I'm Christopher Paul Jones, the breakthrough expert, and I'm talking about phobia of Halloween, or Samhainophobia as it's called. Now, what can trigger a fear of Halloween is a few factors. One of them can be religious beliefs. If you were brought up with strong religious beliefs, and instead of seeing it as dressing up and having a fun time, you see it as celebrating evil, that can be enough to create a fear in later life. Another one can be social phobias. You're taught to go from door to door and ask for sweets, or actually beg for sweets, threaten, which is the exact opposite of what you're taught to do the rest of the year, i.e. say no to strangers. So anyone who has social phobias, Halloween can be triggered by that. But the main ones are the components of Halloween, i.e. the blood, the spiders, the scary costumes, etc. So what are the top 5 and what can you do to solve them? Number 5, masks or costumes. Now, masks or costumes can bring up this fear for a couple of reasons. Obviously at Halloween it's because they're scary, they're intimidating, so they're going to make you jump. And if you were made to jump, especially when you were young, by this mask, it's going to cause a fear. But also in human nature, when you can't read someone's facial expression, when it's unchanging, when you can't know that person because they're hidden, it can create fear, especially in someone very young. They can recognize as something unnatural, but they don't necessarily know what it is. And this is why masks and costumes can lead to a fear. Number 4, fear of blood or hemophobia. Now, if you've had an incident in your past where you were cut and you link pain to it, or you saw someone else hurt, that can create the fear of blood. And of course, it doesn't have to be real, just the idea of it. So even if you know it's fake, if the fear is strong enough, you can see fake blood and it can still trigger off these woozy, faint feelings. Number 3 is thunder and lightning. No Halloween party is complete without those sound effects. Now, fear of loud noises is one of the few fears that people can actually be born with. And if you look at the study into Little Albert, which I'll go into in another video, that's exactly how they created a phobia in it. Number 2 is fear of the dark. Now, Halloween is the time to celebrate that. It's the time when you black out the windows and go out at night. Now, if as a child, when the lights went out, the street lights cast loads of shadows, or your imagination ran wild with scary thoughts, it would be enough to create a fear in later life. Number 1 is creepy crawlies, and specifically spiders. Now, for some people, this Halloween, it doesn't have to be the real thing. A cobweb, a plastic spider can be enough to set off that fear. And again, like many fears, it's something that was triggered in your past. So maybe watching your parents react, watching your mom jump in fright as a child will be enough to go, oh, this thing equals danger. Or just the way they move and look, which is quite alien and unnatural to some people, can create that fear. Or of course, reading a horror book or watching a movie that was scary will trigger this fear. And that goes for many of the Halloween phobias. So if you have any of these fears, be blood, spiders, or whatever, what can you do about it? Well, the first thing to realize is there's a time in your past where this fear was created. And if you try some of the techniques to take out that emotional charge, you can go on the YouTube channel and try them out, see how you get on, or you can download my free kits and see how you get on there. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and of course share. And until next time, I'm Christopher Paul Jones.